Thank you, Priti. A very good evening to those who are joining us from India. Good morning, good afternoon if you're joining us from different parts of the world. I, on behalf of Accords International, welcome you to Mediation in Action, the webinar where we are going to show you how a mediation proceeding actually takes place, how mediator takes the parties through the issues and resolves them as much as possible peacefully. As you can see, I am Akanksha, the name on my screen. I am the co-founder and CEO of Accords International. I am trained in mediation and I'm also a restorative justice facilitator with DCP's team. I'm doing my PhD in restorative justice as well. Those who have been our frequent audience, Accords International is the organization working in the field of conflict resolution. And we are very passionate about dealing with the techniques, organizing events on mediation and restorative justice for widening their scope as a mechanism of conflict resolution. We have organized fireside chat every month, workshops, boot camps, trainings in mediation. One of our training is due for next month in June. The last date for registration is May 31st. You can check our website for more details, and you can also contact Upasana and me for any details regarding the training that you want. Today, Upasana, Sangeeta Mehrotra, Julie and Sahil have joined us for this live mediation. They will be introducing yourself. Let me introduce you to Sangeeta Mehrotra. She is a mediator, pre-marriage counselor, divorce negotiator. She has an amazing experience of 38 years in the field of law and practicing as a successful mediator at the Supreme Court of India and the Delhi High Court. She is also an ADR practitioner with Sama. Thank you so much, ma'am, for agreeing to join us today and helping our participants understand the mediation proceedings. During the...
I'll try my best. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Perfect. Okay. And Prateek has joined us. Prateek is a part of Accords International. He is here to support us in all the technicalities. During this process, we'll be following a mediation problem, a small case study. Upasana will be briefing you about the case study, the problem that we have chosen. And also we request you to join the WhatsApp group, which the link was shared with you in the email. We'll also share the link in the chat box here. The purpose of that group is to share with you the script in case you join a little late or you miss any point in the script. That would help you in getting a better idea of the problem and the nitty-gritties of the problem. One request we would be making when the role play is on, please keep your audio off so that there is no disturbance. And since it is a role play for the first 1.5 hours, you can keep your cameras off. There is no requirement of camera on. Once we move on to the question and answer session, you can switch on your cameras for better interaction. And otherwise, you are free to keep your cameras off. And it is a request to keep your audios off at all time. Please make use of the chat box. At any point in time you have any question, you can put that in the chat box. Upasana and I would be keeping our eye on the chat box. If there is a question that need to be addressed there and then, we would try to respond it to there then only. And if that question needs a detailing, we would take that question after the role play ends. So if you have any question, please let us know before we start the role play. And with this, I would hand it over to Upasana to share with you the details. And then we would request Julie and Sahil also to introduce themselves to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Akanksha, for that brilliant introduction and sort of an overview of the activity. So let me just take a step back and again thank Sangeeta for being here. So you know what, when we were discussing about the live mediation, first of all, a live mediation is happening in India, I think, as far as my knowledge goes, for the first time. So we are the brave female squad who decided to do this here. Sahil, to an exception, you are there. Thank you very much. So the first name which came to my mind was definitely Sangeeta. That if I tell her that we are doing a live role play mediation on family case study, and Sangeeta will definitely agree to that proposal, and she did so beautifully and graciously. Thank you very much for that. So let me just introduce myself. I am Upasana Singh. I'm a trained mediator from High Court of Delhi and London School of Mediation. I'm a passionate conflict resolution professional and a practicing advocate for the past 7 years. I'm also an academician and a restorative justice facilitator with DCP's team USA. Other than that, there are n number of passions that I follow, but currently I'm reading a book called Getting to Yes. So that was a book referred to us. I'm actually reading it. So if somebody wants to know more about negotiation, that is a brilliant book. Other than that, let me take you back to what we are doing here, because as far as I can see, there are many people who joined us after we started. So number one, it's a role play of a mediation that we are doing live. So we will not be, as Akanksha just told you, that we will not be interacting with the participants in the middle of the role play, but definitely we are going to take the chat box very vigilantly. Other than that, let me just quickly take you to the facts of the case. The same facts will be shared with you on the WhatsApp group. The link, I think Prateek is sharing the link in the chat box. I'm going to share the facts in the chat box also, and also read them out to you. Allow me just 1 minute. So the facts are very simple. Okay, my message is too long to be posted here. So let's just hear me out and I'll post it in the WhatsApp group. So why don't we do one thing? Julie, Sahil, you introduce yourself first and then I'll come back to the facts, right? Because then it'll break the chain. Why don't you introduce yourself first and then we'll come back to the facts. Go ahead, please. Any one of you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Upasana, Akanksha. So hi, everyone. Greetings of the day as people joining from different parts of the world. This is Zuili Gharge. I'm a practicing advocate by profession. For more than 5 years, I'm practicing in Bombay High Court in the property matters. And last year, I have completed my 60 hours mediation training with the Accords International, and I'm accredited mediator with them now. And I'm taking every opportunity which Accords is offering me to understand more about alternate dispute resolution, and learning. Even after the course is completed, I'm learning more and more with Accords. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Over to you, Sahil.
Thank you, Upasana. Thank you, Akanksha. Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am. Thank you, Julie. My name is Sahil Kothari. I'm from Baramati, Maharashtra. I'm an entrepreneur working in the sectors of infrastructure development and education. Also, I am a law student pursuing law, second year LLB. Like Julie, I also completed my 60 hours mediation training from Accords International in the January. And right now, as per her, I am also getting to know more about mediation and going deep into it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining, Sahil. Thank you for volunteering, Julie and Sahil. It's lovely. So let me, Sangeeta, would you like to make a comment before I start with the facts? Because I know I did not invite you. So do you want to make a comment before I?
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm audible or not? Because
yes, you're audible. You're
okay,
audible.
Okay. So there is no comment as such, but I think this what we are doing today is laudable on your part, Pasana and Accords International. I'm really thrilled, and I think the young mediators who are joining, they will be immensely will be helped how the mediation, real-time mediation, how it works, how the, I mean, I am not saying that I am a very pro mediator, or I'm the last thing to say about mediation or something like that, but at least you will have all the participants, I am telling you, those who are young mediators or the lawyers who are at the threshold of deciding that we will go into mediation or not. It will be of a great help, so as to see what is mediation and how this can help you also in real life, also real life situation also.
And I hate to correct you, but Sangeeta, you are one of the giants on whose
Oh,
shoulders we are standing.
please.
And the reason why, just I want to make this very clear to our participants, that we concluded your introduction in like 30 seconds because you very humbly asked us to not
Yes,
to
yes, please.
make you look more than
let
human. But
let the participants judge, no, they can say ki हाँ कैसे हैं.
yeah, all right. So now, having said that, let me take you to the facts of the case. I'm going to share the facts in the WhatsApp group also. Let me just read them out and then I'll share in the WhatsApp group. So Jatin and Bonita, as you can see them, their names are reflected on the screen. Jatin and Bonita got married in 2012. They have two children together named Sia, who is 7 years of age, and Rohan, who is 5. Bonita left her job as a nurse when she went on maternity leave with their first child, Sia, and she has been a stay at home mom ever since. Of late, Bonita started thinking that Jatin is having an extramarital relationship with a woman at his office. Both Bonita and Jatin have arrived at a situation where they, despite living under the same roof, are not on talking terms and want to get a divorce by mutual consent. Before they go to the court, they have approached their lawyers, that is Akanksha and Upasana, to help them in drafting their petition under Section 13B of the Hindu Marriage Act. The lawyers immediately realized that this is a case of ego clash and lack of communication. They believed that the parties were behaving impulsively and that their marriage needs an attempt at reconciliation. They decided to approach Accords International to get a mediator appointed for their case. They trust Miss Sangeeta Malhotra and trust her instincts. Hence, they ask their parties to join this mediation and give it a shot. And all of us today will see how this mediation proceeds. Over to you. Bonita, Jatin, this is the joint session that we are starting, and we are starting with the opening statement. I think there is no question dealt with Akanksha in the chat box. Can we start with it?
Yeah, I think we should start. There is no question as of now.
Yeah, all right. So the chat box can stay active, and over to you.
So it will be the mediator who will welcome you, both the parties and the councils. I think you people have forgot to say who is the council of Bonita and Jatin. I think
Yeah.
Upasana is, yes, tell, say.
Yeah, so Sangeeta, I am representing Jatin and Akanksha is representing Bonita.
Okay. So here is the opening statement when the mediation process starts. This is the opening statement made by the mediator. So, hello, welcome to Accords International Mediation Center. I am Sangeeta, your mediator today. You can call me Sangeeta. How would you like to be addressed? Can I take your first names? All of you, I'm asking all four of you. Is it okay if I address you in your first names? That's okay? Okay.
Fine with
Yes, it is
I
okay.
sincerely appreciate you for choosing mediation to reach a resolution. It is a voluntary process where parties to a dispute are assisted by a neutral third party to negotiate a settlement. Here, parties have more control over the outcome, which the litigation does not offer. Unlike litigation, here we all are partners. Please be relaxed because this is no adversarial a process. I will make this whole process as comfortable for all of you as much as I can. If there is any point of time you are not feeling comfortable, please let me know. Mediation is a voluntary process. not binding to the point of agreement and without prejudice. It is private and confidential. Everything said in this room shall remain confidential. Nobody can refer to or use the offers, counter offers, concessions, admissions made during this mediation before any public forum, including court or arbitration. Nor I can be called as a witness or speak on behalf of either of you parties before a court or an arbitrator. My role as mediator is only to facilitate a dialogue between you and to help you create options so that we reach a consensus as partners to this process. Let me disclose that I have no personal interest whatsoever in the outcome of this mediation. As a mediator, I will be neutral. Here, I am not a judge or an arbitrator, but I will do a reality check with you to bring your attention to the actual state of affairs from the assumptions or perceptions that you have. And that had led to this situation today. I seek cooperation from your counsels to understand the offers and concessions made by each side to see if they are legally tenable and how far they are achievable. Here I must add that it is the policy at Accords International that in case you decide to withdraw from the mediation, you will allow me 5 minutes of your time to discuss with you about what is motivating you to withdraw from this process. I hope I made myself clear. Okay. Although I do not control the outcome of this mediation because it is in the hands of the parties, I control the process. So let me put before you the ground rules. You will talk through me for voicing your concerns. Please use parliamentary language. Please do not interrupt or talk over others, and do not use cell phones. That includes me also and the councils also. They must put their cell phones on silent mode. Do I have an agreement on these? Okay.
Yes.
So should we begin? Is it okay if Bonita speaks first? Is it okay with you, Jatin? Okay. So
Yes, it is fine.
Bonita, you can come up with your opening statement.
Yes. So, hi, Sangeeta, and really thank you for being here. Before coming here, I was quite apprehensive, but meeting you and listening you really gives me hope. So, Akanksha did tell me about your skills as a mediator, and I really sincerely hope that this session helps personally with my issue. So we have been married for 12 years, me and Jatin, and we have two beautiful kids. My older daughter Sia, she's 7 years now, and our son Rohan, 5 years old now. And we were very happy, for the first few years of our marriage. I was working as a nurse, but as you understand, after at the time of first child, yeah, I left my job and I have given my life, all my life, to my home, and I'm stay-at-home mom since then, and I've never joined my job again. Because the last few months of were very stressful for both of us, and especially because of Jatin's work. He has become so involved in his work that I really feel that he has forgotten me, our kids, our family. And it's not just about work now, which is bothering me now. I strongly believe that he is involved with someone in his office outside this marriage, which is really killing my spirit. And I feel cheated, I feel hurt, I feel betrayed, and there's no trust in our relationship now, and the foundation of very home to which I've given everything for past 12 years is shattered now. I think Jatin and I should, this is difficult for me to say, but I feel we should part our ways. That's best for us. Our children should not grow up in a defunct family, so to say. And we have thought this through, and we think this is best for all of us. We want to go for the mutual consent divorce. So I really want you to help me with, understanding how we can go ahead with the custody of my two beautiful kids. We are just 7 and 5 years old. And of course, our house, our matrimonial house, our possessions, ownership, and the maintenance, of course. So I really need your help in that, Sangeeta. Thank you.
Okay, I would ask Akanksha, you are the counsel of Bonita, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So would you like to add on to whatever she said, or we can proceed with Jatin's statement?
So thank you, Sangeeta, first of all, for taking up this proceeding. As of now, I don't think there is anything that I would like to add. Bonita has already shared what's on her mind right now. So I will not add anything right now, but as the proceeding goes, if I think there is something which needs to be shared, I'll
You're most
speak.
welcome. You're most
Thank
welcome. So may I ask Jatin, now you can come up with your side of facts.
Thank you for your time and patience, Sangeeta. To be frank, I am not very optimistic about this process or the outcome of this process. But Upasana, my counsel, is a good friend of mine. And when she said that going through this process might help, I decided to join and give it a try. You seem very warm and welcoming, and thank you for that. I think Bonita has talked about the facts at very great length, and I seriously don't have anything to add to that. But I feel I should tell you one thing, that I deny all or every single allegation that has been made on my character. See, I worked very hard and I am a family man. I earn a salary of around 3 lakh rupees, and I also get bonuses if I do extra. I work extra. See, my salary is good, but it is not good enough for me, because I want to give more to my family, what I desire. So I need to work hard, give my more time to my work. So I am involved in that. And my only problem is I am a workaholic and I enjoy working. That is the only thing I can see here. And I want this to be understood by my wife, Bonita. I think I deserve some respect. I deserve some trust. And I also am a human being, so I need peace in my life. And certainly at this point of time, everything that I'm talking about, peace, the trust, and the respect, is gone.
Okay,
If my friend
Upasana.
counsel, if
Yes,
Upasana
Upasana,
wants to add
if
something.
you want to add something.
So I think I would not like to add something to that, Sangeeta, but if you allow me, I just want to see Jatin, as he told you, he is a good friend of mine, and it's actually me and Akanksha who thought that mediation would be a good idea, and the parties, both of them agreed. I would like to suggest, and if you think that's all right, that Jatin might be more open to you or more receptive to the whole process if he is able to speak with you privately, only if you think that's all right.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. So before we start with our sessions properly, I would like the parties to tell me if they want to bring in any other family members or friends into the mediation. We can do that. We are open to it, if you think so.
I'm not keen on any such thing.
Okay, okay. And one more thing, that before coming to mediation, have you attempted to resolve the issues you are facing on your own, or through some kind of, talks with the elders or something like that? Have you tried it, or you just, the moment
Can I
you
answer
started?
this?
Yes, 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 yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but yes, we
No, no.
did. But
Okay.
I think things are beyond control now, as I told you. I mean, I do not think that anything will work now. So I just told you what I wish to achieve in this mediation now.
Okay. Okay. And what about you, Jatin?
I tried to communicate with her, but I guess I'm not able to communicate anything with her because she's not talking nicely or neatly to me.
Okay.
So I would like to communicate with her through you only.
Okay, we will address to your concerns definitely through this mediation. Okay, so now, and one more specific question about the legal or financial concerns that you would like to address in this mediation right now, or let us go step
Not
by
right
step
now.
and okay.
Not right.
No, no, nothing right.
So, as Bonita was first to talk in the joint session, this is the joint session we were having with your counsel and with both the parties. I would like to take Jatin in the first private session. The private session we talked about that we will take individual sessions with you parties, and your counsels also can join me, Bonita. So, Bonita and uh, no, I will be taking Jatin first because Bonita has already given the first preference in the joint statement. Okay. So this is the private session, and welcome Jatin and
Yeah,
Upasana.
Sangeeta.
Are we breaking up into rooms, or which way?
Yes, we are breaking up.
Okay.
In the
Okay.
room, Bonita.
So are you creating another room? Breakup
Yeah.
room?
Yes. So I think just Akanksha is also leaving. I think the video is stuck. Yeah.
So now in this breakup room, it is myself as the neutral and Jatin and Jatin's counsel. Okay. So welcome Jatin and Upasana in your first caucus in this mediation session.
Thank you, ma'am.
And at the very outset, let me tell you, this is private and confidential. Anything discussed during this session will remain within this room. And so please feel free to tell the facts as they happened. But due to constraint of time, we have only 10 minutes slotted for each of the party. So be brief and to the point so that we can sift through the process fast. And now that I have already had a fair idea about the family background, already you people have said that. So can you briefly describe your relationship journey? I mean, in brief, how you both met, got married, had children, and then come to this. Over to you.
It was an arranged marriage. In 2012, we got married. So we have a pretty mature marriage, I would say that. And we have two beautiful children. One is 7, one is 5. Uh, the relation was pretty okay, and as any marriage is at first, it was like that only. There was no disputes. It was all good, all okay. But the problems, I guess, it started because I I get caught up into my work recently. I also got promoted, as I stated in my opening statement. I have to work pretty hard, and seeing that my company has given me a promotion, and also Bonita has attended every single party of my office. She has been involved in there also. I took her to meet my colleagues. She has met them. But in recent times, I am spending a lot of time in my office. I'm not able to give much more time to home. But I guess that I have to do for my family's future. I guess it should be understood by my wife.
And may I ask, I mean, you people are staying together in the same home, your matrimonial home?
Yes, yes, we are living in my home, and presently I am residing in our guest room. We are not living together.
Okay.
We are in the same house, but I am living in my guest room.
Children are with you only, definitely in the same house?
Yes, children are in the house.
Okay. So, but what are your sense like how the children are behaving, and are you cohesively interacting with the family, that kind of thing.
Nowadays, I suppose or I see that they are drifting away from me. And this is because of
Why?
Bonita's behavior.
Okay. What made you say this?
Pardon me, ma'am.
What made you say this? What made you think that they are drifting away?
This is I guess because of Bonita's behavior towards me.
Okay.
Her silence, her speaking, while she's speaking, she picks up some fight. Otherwise,
Okay.
there is total silence. For children, this is new. This has never been happened before.
I got your point. So, Jatin, what are the main issues, if you can prioritize exactly how we should go step by step? What are the main issues to be addressed right now?
Logically thinking, uh, I haven't been heard by Bonita till date.
Okay.
She has made some allegations or something has come up in her mind, but it is not true, and she has not cleared it up with me, and she has not given me chance to speak. I have tried so many times. I have tried to console her also, but her attitude towards me is rather avoiding me and scolding me,
Okay.
which is not accepted by me at all. Because whatever I do for my family, and the single person that should understand this is my wife. The single person in this world first should understand is my wife, because we live together. We have been married so long. We have two children. So who is the other person that I should talk to? I'll talk to my wife, but she is not ready to talk to me.
Okay. So I hear you, Jatin, but tell me, how would you describe your exactly current situation?
Currently,
The
for the
communication is there or totally stopped like that? I
it
want
is
to.
totally stopped for about a week. We are not
Okay.
talking to each other because I see there is no point. Communication needs two people to talk, right? If I am only talking and she is not responding, or she is picking up a fight, or she is frowning, she is making faces, then how can I talk?
Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, so tell me, what is the most important thing that brings you here today? Exactly for what you are coming here for mediation. Definitely, you must have thought something.
See, ma'am, I am a family man. I work for my family. I have lived for my family. I have worked for my family, and I will work for my family in the future also. My kids are too small. They have a very bright future ahead. Their schooling is going to be conducted. They are going to get pass out, and they're going to get married in 10, 15 years. So I need to plan for every such thing. And presently, I am the only earning member of the family. So I need to be careful about everything.
Yes. Okay.
Uh,
So,
so I don't actually I want my family to stay this way, because I have worked so hard to make a life for my family.
okay.
At this the present situation of my family and myself, it is because I have managed it all along. Of course, with the
Correct.
help of Bonita, with help of her. But if what we will do if she is uh, drifting away from me, then what is the use of everything?
Hmm, hmm. So, just help me understand, what do you think that Bonita is, why she is behaving this way? Have you have something? It made you think, definitely. So,
There are reasons. There are reasons of our fight, and according to me, they should not have been a bigger issue or a issue in itself. But she has made an issue out of it.
okay.
Because of my work, I have to stay late at office. I need to go to some places. I need to go travel to some outside places, and there I have to carry my staff with me.
Okay.
I have some female staff also, and I guess the uh, dispute or the things that she alleged came to her mind through that.
Hmm. Anything else? Anything else? Do you want to
Nothing,
elaborate
ma'am.
here, or? So
Pardon me?
exactly what exactly your takeaway? What do you think you want at this point of time? You are saying that Bonita is behaving this way and she's doubting your, uh, I mean, loyalty towards her as a husband. So what exactly you want through this mediation? How would you like me to address? Which way?
See, ma'am, what I want is a great life for my children and a very bright future for them. For that, I need a stable family.
Okay.
And this won't work if we destabilize it by doing such things. Their age is very low, very less.
I would like to ask Upasana here that Upasana, he also had approached you regarding mutual consent, divorce or separation. It is so. Would you like to say something about here? I mean, because he is of the opinion that he's almost frustrating situations at home, which is disturbing his peace of mind. Uh, so would you like to add to whatever he said?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So I would not like to add to whatever he said, Sangeeta here, but I would like to ask Jatin only to add, because I remember when, see, as I could notice, is the most important thing or the most important entity for Jatin is his family.
Okay.
So what I could gather was that even Jatin was interested in restarting the lost communication, the line of communication. Maybe that come, maybe Jatin, maybe you can talk on those lines. Remember our conversation that we had last night. So you were talking about how you are ready to maybe restart the conversation and you are ready to talk it out with Bonita.
I tried and I am really willing to again resume the communication.
Okay.
And make things as they were before. But if she is rather adamant, then I don't want nothing from this. I just want my peace and my children to be happy.
And what about the divorce for which you have gone to Upasana? Are you ready to rethink that we can, I mean, think about this entire thing in a different way? Are you ready for that?
Do you understand the
About
question, Jatin?
what about your two children? I would like to know. I have got this thing that you are very family oriented person. And
Yes,
what about
yes,
the
ma'am.
two children? As a father, how you describe yourself? Let us put it this way.
As a father, I have been there for my children in the start.
Okay.
As every father takes care of their children, loves their children. I love my children.
Okay.
I've seen them grow, so I have a deep bond with them. And if rather Bonita wants to end it, after all my efforts to stop the disintegration of a family, if rather she's totally decided that she wants to end it, then I am fine with it. But the children will, I guess, stay with me only and in
Okay,
our house.
we will see to it later. So now, may I, with your permission, Upasana and Jatin, we can summarize, and you tell me if I have missed anything or not. That let me summarize what all we have discussed. Okay, please tell me if I missed anything. You are not happy about your character assassination, and you would like to discuss this with Bonita like adults. Am I correct? Are you
Yes,
ready? Okay. You acknowledge that the relationship started on a very good note in the initial years of your marriage, and your family life was very peaceful. So, are you willing to give reconciliation a second thought? Reconciliation.
yes, right. Upasana also had suggested me the same. That is why we are doing this session.
Okay. So now I want you to sit back and relax and think about the possibilities that shall help striking a balance between work, home, kids, and a stay-at-home mother. How everything can be balanced. So that I can take Bonita's point of view in the caucus. Okay.
And
So
Sangeeta,
yes, Upasana.
Me and Jatin, we discussed. You can share this with Bonita
Okay.
that Jatin is open to reconciliation. Both of us discussed this very in a lot of detail last
Yes,
night.
yes, yes.
He's
I
ready
believe
with
so.
this fact.
Correct.
He's ready with this fact that you can communicate this with Bonita.
Okay, that's very nice. So,
Yes.
can we take up this session with Upasana, Akanksha, and Bonita?
I'm just yes. So let's get out of the room, Jatin, and in we
Ask
will
them
just
to
call
join,
them.
please.
Yeah, just one.
I don't see any pop-up.
Yeah. Maybe we can switch off our videos so it'll be easier
Yes,
for
yes.
us to.
That will be
Yeah,
easier. Ask
yeah,
them to
and they
join.
will enter the room. Yes.
Yes. I can see Bonita. Bonita, where's your counsel, Akanksha?
Yeah, she will be joining. She'll be joining soon.
Okay, okay.
I think she's here.
Uh, Hi. Hello, Akanksha. So welcome Bonita and Akanksha in your first caucus, and let me tell you again that this is at the very outset, let me tell you that this is private and confidential, and anything discussed during the session will remain within this room. So please feel free to come out with those facts that we haven't heard as yet. Whatever we have already discussed and talked about, let us not go into that. But due to constraint of time, we have 10 to 12 minutes in hand.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Bonita, over to you.
So hi again, Sangeeta, and thank you so much for explaining that. So, but can you tell me what Jatin told you in his private session? I would want to know that.
I said this is confidential unless and until I have express consent from the other party. I will not share. I will come up whatever he has asked me to, but first you come up with your facts. Be
Okay.
relaxed and you come up with your facts, and at opportune moment I will definitely give feedback.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Sangeeta, I hope you understand what I'm feeling right now. I mean, I've told in joint session, and I don't want to repeat it as you said. But I mean, no woman can accept that her husband is involved outside of the marriage. I mean, after our marriage, and especially after our kids are born, my life revolves around my home, my husband, my kids. I mean, I don't have any other outside life as such. Suddenly, I come to know that, all that is not respected. I mean, my husband doesn't love me anymore. I mean, saying this is also very difficult and painful. His affair has broken me from within. My world has crumbled down pieces.
Okay, I'm listening, Bonita. Next.
So
About your career.
yeah, I think I think you should know certain background things about my career as well. I don't know if
Correct.
Jatin has told you that, but I was very career oriented woman. I mean, I told you that I was in the nursing. I was working even after the marriage, but I left when Sia was born. So I started my nursing career at very early age, and I was really doing good in my career. And I was very happy, in the beginning of our marriage, because Jatin respected my job, and he never stopped me from working. So at that time, I felt as if I'm a very lucky woman to get such husband. But I think that happiness was very short-lived, momentary. And then, as I told you, I left my job when I conceived my first child because there were some complications in the pregnancy. So it was advised that I should leave the job for a while. So we discussed this at length, and Jatin told me for now I should leave the job and I can, start again when it is the right time. But that right time never came, and I don't know when it will come or it will never come. But I feel I left it for nothing. But now, I mean, when I look back things right now, I want to be independent right now, and that is very priority for me. I want to work on my career. I want to, train myself again because I'm not working for so many years. I have to do some training and join my work again. I want to be on my feet to take care of myself, my kids. And I feel if I would have not left my career at that point, I would have been, very successful right now. I really feel that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
No, I understand. As a working woman, wife, and a mother-in-law, I know it feels liberating to be independent, especially financially independent. But tell me, you said Jatin never stopped you from working in the beginning of your marriage. Why didn't you join work again?
So, see, as I told you, Sia is 7 and Rohan is 5. So, there was not much difference between my two pregnancies, and I really never thought about it. I kind of stopped thinking about it, and this made my world. My home, my kids. I just engrossed in that.
Do you think Jatin is stopping you from joining work?
No. Yeah, I mean, see, I need to accept that he never stopped me. He used to motivate me, in fact, I mean, to restart my career, but he's clearly not walking the talk, Sangeeta. I mean, you can understand saying is one thing, but actually doing it or, helping to do it is another. I mean, he will never agree to put our kid in creche if I'm out. He hates the idea of having nanny to take care of our kids. And he does not even help a bit with the kids' work or with the household chores. I mean, this will be very small thing, but I should tell you that sometimes he doesn't even pick up his plates after eating. I have to pick it up and go to the kitchen and all these things. I mean, and we don't stay with our parents. I mean, it's just me, Jatin, and two children. So suppose I go to work, how it is going to happen? I mean, Jatin is workaholic like anything. I mean, he will not do anything which will take away his time from work. So he just is saying it, but forget about that.
No, I can understand how all these things have a snowballing effect, small things coming together and hit you hard. So exactly now what you want Jatin to do? I mean, what do you expect? You are talking to me, and if you want, I will not share this, but you can tell me. I really want to know.
No. I'm as you're asking this, I'm giving it a serious thought, and I've also have some thoughts in my mind that I really want him to apologize for his behavior, for breaking my trust and cheating, and I don't want him to engage into such that thing ever again. And I want him. This is one aspect of it which is very important, the apology. But I want him to help with my career and work, and to make it reality and not just say for the sake of saying, and just be. I want him to admit that he has done this thing at the workplace, and I have every right to get angry, for whatever he has done.
Mm, mm. Okay. So I just one small question that have you ever discussed it in detail or ever tried to discuss it with Jatin on one-to-one basis regarding this? Yes or no? That's all.
He said so. I mean, he's willing to discuss. So that.
Okay.
But
So nothing much had
turns of
happened.
events is that I'm also kind of willing to think about it. But see, 12 years is not a small period of time, Sangeeta. I mean, you can understand me. But I want him to be honest with me, right? I mean, what otherwise? What is the what is the use? I mean, I also know that I don't have proof of he being involved with that lady, but you are also a woman. You can understand that his action point towards it, basically, Sangeeta.
Correct. And what about like the communication at this point of time with Jatin? How would you rate it from 1 to 5? The
Past
communication.
1 week, we are not absolutely speaking. I mean, our communication. There is no
Totally.
communication, I would say.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you, is it your priority that through this mediation process, if we try to revive at least the communication, because communication is everything. Otherwise, we keep on assume, we perceive, and we keep on imagining things which are not real. So do you think that we should
Yeah.
try on this?
I kind of have a faith in you, and through you, I think, we can attempt this through you, the communication. I would want to give it a try. I mean, let's try.
And what about you are reiterating about his affair? Let us be very candid about it. Have any proof, or have you caught him red-handed, so to say, or something like that? Or
No, I mean, I
you have
told
a
you that
line?
I don't have proof. I mentioned,
Okay.
but action speaks for themselves like that. But I don't have. If you ask me to prove in the court with the evidence, as you
No,
people
no, we
do.
are not talking about litigation at all.
No. I'm saying you that I don't have. Yeah, no proof. No proof. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I hear you. So, Bonita, let me take this to Jatin. I am going to summarize now. Is it okay, Akanksha? And
Um,
please
yeah.
interject if you think that I have missed anything. Okay. Uh, you believe that the last 12 years of your marriage has given you two beautiful kids. You are a happy mother. And that initially everything was good between you and your husband. Now you want your career back and would like to Jatin to help you out regarding this, walking the talk, the way you said. Also, you talked about an apology, but can you tell me an apology for what exactly?
Yeah. I mean, I uh, I want him to seriously apologize for disrespecting me and betraying me.
Okay, I got your point. So now I will go back and meet Jatin.
Sangeeta,
Yes, Akanksha.
I'm sorry to
No, no.
interject here, but I think Bonita has clearly shared what her feelings are during this marriage. I mean, you can imagine how a woman lives in a home where her husband is not even listening or giving her attention. So, like Bonita shared in the very beginning, that I motivated her to go for mediation, but at the same time, let me make it very clear that I would never want her interests to be compromised. Even though
No, no,
she said that
definitely.
she,
I'll
even
put
though
that
she
in her.
said that she wants and she's willing to give this marriage another chance, if because she also wants good for her children,
Yes.
their interests are also involved. But at any point in time, I feel that her interests are getting compromised because of any reason whatsoever, then I
See,
would not
to
let that happen.
okay, to
Because
come into that mindset, sorry to interrupt, to come into that mindset, we have to think about the happy memories you had together as husband and wife, or
I
a
agree.
beautiful family with your two
Yeah.
kids and all. So those things, I mean, see, in everybody's life there are pluses and minuses. Okay, so I'm not saying at all that whatever you are saying it's not true, because you must have had some kind of hunch or feelings as a wife. That is why you have come up to this.
Yeah. See, those happy memories, everything is fine. But right now, it is also important for Bonita that she starts
Absolutely.
back her career. She's independent. She's back on her feet. She gets the training that she wants. And
Correct.
Jatin supports her full-heartedly in that training. So
Yeah,
I
of course. That is
think that
also
we
most
take care
important.
of.
So I think Akanksha has summarized it beautifully. I do not have to do it. And I will take this to Jatin. I can communicate this to him,
Yeah,
because this will be a second caucus with Jatin. And again, I will come to you, and then we will go for a joint session when we distilled the entire issues before us.
Yeah,
Is
so
that
these
okay?
are the interests that we want you
Yes, yes.
to consider when you talk to
I mean,
Jatin.
definitely, definitely. So
Yeah, thanks, Akanksha.
can we have the second caucus with Jatin Upasana?
Yeah.
You can I mean, mute your audio and switch off your video, Akanksha.
Yes. No, they are going to the breakout room.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm
where is
just yeah, he's just joined.
Jatin? I can't see.
He's just joined. I think Jatin is here. Yeah, he's just joined. Yeah, we have Jatin.
Hello, Jatin. Welcome back
Hi,
for second caucus, that is the individual session. And I have to reiterate that this is private and confidential. Everything you say will be stay within this room and in between three of us. You are comfortable with that, Jatin?
Yes, ma'am. Slightly, your volume is slight low.
Okay. Hello. Now is
Yes.
it okay? Is it okay? Okay. So are you comfortable?
Yes, ma'am. I'm perfectly comfortable.
Okay, after talking to both of you individually, I can see that both of you shared a happy family life together in
I think there is some internet issue at Sangeeta's end.
Yes, yes.
no, I think there is some.
Fine, it's you're back. You're back.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. Oh, so where were we?
Yes, you are
We
saying.
were that you people have shared a beautiful family life in the initial years of marriage and her motherhood. Now, both of you have already in the first caucuses, you and Bonita both, and with the help of the councils, I must say, that you are open to the idea of reviving the communication first. We will come to reconciliation later, but at least we should start the communicating with each other. Are we agreeing on this, Jatin? What do you think?
Right, ma'am. Yes. I am
Okay.
willing to initiate a communication.
Okay. Now I would like you to tell me something about Bonita's career. How would you see her as a career woman? You have seen her almost 5 years after marriage, because
Yeah, yeah. She was a very good nurse.
okay.
As I remember, she was felicitated by her hospital that she worked for exceptional services, and I was really proud of her for that.
Mhm. And what do you want? You want her to join
Sure, I would
career?
be happy if she starts working again.
No, you would be happy, but she was saying that you would be happy, but uh, the thing is not walking the talk. So there, there is the pain point. So are you ready to rethink about it, to help her out? That is the thing. Later on, we will come to other aspects of it, her joining back to the career or something like that. But first, I would like to know whether you are willing to handhold her. Definitely.
Yes, ma'am, I'm willing, but I think it is difficult because she's the homemaker and she takes care of all of us. And without her, in no event, the house can run.
But if she is not happy, dear, then how would she give you a happy life and a beautiful home and being a very good mother to her children, to your children?
Yes, yes.
Upasana, I think you should also uh, talk to him regarding this, because I can see there is no serious issues involved in the marriage so that they can come and uh, going for thinking about uh, separation or divorce or something like that. They need
Yeah.
just time to introspect and communicate. That's all.
Yeah.
So,
In fact,
yes.
when you were in the private session with Bonita,
Mhm.
it was interesting that Jatin and me were discussing the same thing. Jatin, maybe you can talk about how there is a real, because Jatin was telling me that there is a realization that no doubt,
Mhm.
uh, uh, as an earning member, the sustainability is being taken care by Jatin. But
Mhm.
there was a very interesting observation that he made, and he told me that no, now I realize that even if the regular earning is coming in,
Yes,
the
it will be easier.
sacrifice that the sacrifice that Bonita made actually is the root, is the basis of the entire family. So maybe Jatin, you
Correct.
can talk to Sangeeta about how you think that although it is unconceivable for you that the
She goes out for
caregiver,
work and
the
yes,
homemaker changes the role, but
yes.
there is also a possibility that your burden can be shared by
Mm,
Bonita, burden of earning can
mm.
be shared by Bonita, and how you can share her burden there. Maybe you can talk to
Yes,
Sangeeta
ma'am,
on
we
those
can
lines.
discuss this. We can
Yes, we
discuss
can
this.
discuss this definitely, and Upasana will be helping, more willing to help you in this, because I know you are not very comfortable with coming forward, coming out with your feelings or something like that. I can sense it. So, Upasana will help you out. But you,
One thing, Sangeeta, which we have to make very clear here is that, see, immaturity at
Mhm.
some time can be accepted. It's okay. Everybody behaves impulsively and immaturely, and in a household, we can manage that.
Mhm.
But serious allegations without thinking,
Yes, yes,
repeating them, and maybe discussing them with people outside the household,
mm,
they become such, they give such bruises that
yes,
sometimes people are not able to step back and
correct.
retract. So what Jatin was telling me when you were having the private session with Bonita, and you asked Jatin to imagine that, and gave him that little exercise. So what
Yes, yes.
Jatin was talking about how see, there is a change of behavior required from his side, but
Mhm.
simultaneously there is a change of behavior required
Definitely,
from
definitely.
Bonita's side also.
Mm,
So we would like to ensure, as his advocate,
mm.
although I like mediation, with you only, I think we have successfully settled so many matrimonial cases, Sangeeta. That's why you were our choice. But again, the interests of the parties should not be lost. So I just wanted
Definitely,
Jatin's
definitely.
interest
That is
that
why I am taking both
that
you
should
and
be.
Akanksha in the caucuses, because that is important. Because you are there, the clients are the party's first point of reference to. So it is very, very important that the clients are in, they feel safe when you are there. Correct.
Yeah,
That is also a point to note here. So
yeah,
we will definitely discuss this. Bonita, in fact, asked me to communicate that she wants to be independent again. She wants to take up a refresher course in nursing, and maybe she can go for some training for some specialization or intensive care sort of nursing, and which will enable her to get a job easily after a long sabbatical. What do you think about supporting her to take up this course? mentally, emotionally, are you there for her? I am not right at the moment. I am not saying do this. That we can discuss later on. But are you there mentally,
Yes, ma'am,
emotionally with her?
we can make some arrangements, but in that
Yes.
the interest of our children should not be hampered. Okay, they should not be
Okay.
compromised.
That
That
is
is
true.
the
That is
thing.
true. Okay. Okay.
Hmm. And
For
I am
that,
very
some
open to that.
for
Yes,
that some arrangements can be made. For
yes, yes.
that, some arrangements can be made. I mean, you are in a pretty good position in your, office, and you can always opt for some days for work from home or something like that. I mean, there are so many options. We are here to explore options. That is the thing.
Actually, I
Only,
never thought
huh,
that my children would go to a creche or be
we
with
can take
nanny.
care of. We we can take
But
care
I
of
guess
this.
if it is so important for Bonita, then I should keep aside my reservations.
No, don't. That is okay. But I do not want to, Upasana, you must make him understand that this mediation or in this process, or the mediator does not want him to sacrifice. No. Or to compromise. No. We can sit, discuss about the options. There are so many options available.
Yes,
I mean, the shift duties, and then the work from home option, then if the nannies are there or the crash is there, there are good crashes, but you can keep a watch over it. So all these options are there, but whether you are there to discuss, you are ready to discuss, then only we can go forward. That is the thing.
And some we and Jatin, when we will discuss these things, because you know what, there are a lot of friends of mine who are adopting day schools with boarding facility.
Correct.
There is a new option also available. So it's
okay.
like, when I am happy about the fact that we are opening up to discuss
Yes.
possibilities.
Yes.
Yes.
In
Yeah.
fact, I put my son when he was small. I used to go to Supreme Court, and just in I think on the Raisina Road or somewhere down the line, they had from the psychology department, they used to run a creche like, it is not a creche, it is a day school from 9 to 5. They used to keep
Yeah.
the children, and run by
Basically,
the IS officers' wives and all. So you are
mhm.
in
Yeah.
good hands.
we,
So
we
don't
we
worry.
can talk about the arrangements,
Ah.
but here I think that we need to talk about Bonita distrusting me, because
No,
in the
that
relation
we
to
will,
work,
that we will
yes,
come.
there should be
That will
trust if the
definitely,
relation is marriage should work.
absolutely.
And Sangeeta, that is the point which is very important. We maybe, you know what? First of all, see, as far as Bonita is talking about joining the training, I think Jatin here might not be saying it, but I know in his mind he is planning the economic aspect of it also.
Okay.
So he is that kind. He is that kind of a person. What we would really, I think, we can discuss here is that, even if they are coming on the table again and they're discussing and they're opening up.
Definitely, we will go for a one-to-one discussion about it.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
serious because it hampers the equation, husband-wife equation. This is we cannot wishy-washy of these things. We have to discuss it on a one-to-one basis. That goes without saying. And then we can proceed and we can explore ways to tackle this sensitive issue in such a way as to restore the lost respect and trust between you two. I have written it down. Bonita
Yes.
also feels left out to be just a homemaker and caregiver. You put yourself in her shoes also, Jatin. I would implore. And she no more feels she is a partner. There the thing is happening. And when your wife does not feel the warmth, the cozy, secure feeling a wife must feel in her husband's company, that is lacking. You know what I'm try to feel what I am saying. So that has to be revived. The moment it will revive, the moment she finds you beside her, things will fall in line. I'm being emotional.
I never intended that Bonita should feel this way. I never intended that she should feel left out. But during the course of my actions, my work, if she has felt this way because of me, I'm ready to apologize to her for that.
No, we are not talking about apologizing or something like that. Apologizing is a very strong word or something, that kind of sort. We will see to it. But are you ready to tackle this issue first by opening a discussion on this? That
Sure.
is,
Yes, yes. I am
that's
always ready to talk. But the thing
okay.
was, she was not talking to me.
Okay, so can I take this to Bonita? This is a very good development.
Yes, Upasana,
Thanks,
if you can.
Upasana.
Yeah. I think Samita, what we can, if you would like to share, then I think we are okay with the fact if you share that Jatin would like to help Bonita in her career.
Okay.
You can, is that all right, Jatin? Is it something that
Yes,
And
yes,
you are
we
open to a discussion regarding your whatever alleged. She also said it is alleged. So I'm putting it that way, that alleged relationship. You are
yes,
open to
yes.
discuss. It's not like that I have not done. So why should I sit and discuss?
No, no, I'm open to discuss, and I have made my concerns clear
Okay.
to you.
Okay, that's very good. So what is the summarizing here? Upasana, help me out.
yeah.
Uh, and definitely
So
we
I
are
think
making
I
some
think
progress. These 2
yes,
points, main, her
yes,
getting back to work and addressing the uh, this relationship issue.
yes, and the behavioral aspect of both Bonita and Jatin.
Okay.
That both of them have to be open,
Yes.
active listeners, and yes, empathetic. It is
Empathetic,
also
and they must put themselves into the other's shoes and try to find out, like, if I were here, how would I have felt?
yeah.
So with that thought, I am leaving Jatin, you here,
I
and
think
I would like
Jatin
to
wants
be
to
I
back.
would
say
like to
something.
request
Yes,
Sangeeta,
yes,
ma'am. I
yes,
would
yes.
like to request you that the thing that you said just now,
Huh.
please communicate it with Bonita, because
That's what I'm.
when I talk, she sometimes doesn't even listen, and
No, no, no. She will.
she
Don't worry.
blasts.
That's why we are here.
That should not happen, and that irritates me.
Okay.
No, don't worry.
Be
Yeah,
assured, everything will happen. So,
yeah,
as I said, with that thought, I am going back to Bonita. So, please, I would like Bonita and Akanksha to be here.
yeah.
Can we have Bonita and Akanksha here?
Yes.
What's wrong with the AC? Hi. Where's Upasana? You are leaving, no? I think Akanksha will be there. Hello. Welcome back, Bonita and Akanksha. And again, before starting, I have to say that this is private and confidential. Nothing will go out of this room, and we are privy to whatever we discuss.
Yeah.
So relax. I hope I have not make you wait for long, because I am trying to give equal amount of time to both the parties and their councils.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you think that somewhere it is not being done, please let me know. Correct?
No, that's okay. That's okay, Sangeeta.
Okay. So I have left you with some thoughts that you think about your good times in your family life, as a mother, as a wife. Let me tell you that we are making some progress in this mediation, and whatever uh, Jatin had told me, I will come back to you definitely. But I would like you to, yes, ask me if you want something to say, or you ask me any question.
No, so I just want to ask you that did you tell him about my intention to restart my job? And I would want to know everything, like, what did he say and what happened in his session, basically. I would want to know that.
Again, I will tell you that it is confidential. At the opportune time, I will definitely come out. Whatever he has already said that certain things I can discuss with you, but let us go step by step. So you tell me anything more you want to add, because by now I think Akanksha and you must have discussed where we left you. I left you, and you must have done some introspection with the help of Akanksha. With help of Akanksha. So can I get something from you? Uh, exactly. I have already told him about your concerns, the interest which Akanksha told me, that you are so very, uh, mm, I mean, willing to go back to work, standing on your own, financially independent. All these things are there. And let me tell you that Jatin is open to discuss
Oh,
about all these things. And another thing, uh, he has appreciated you as a nurse, and he said that you have been awarded for your excellent service twice. So you have not said that. He told me.
yeah, okay. I'm surprised that he remembers that.
Give me a smile. Yes. So how would you react to that? And he
So,
said that he is proud of your achievements, your dedication as a nurse, and he really wants you to go back to your work. It's your calling.
I mean, he really believes that? I mean,
Definitely. I am not faking.
no,
I am giving
no.
whatever he
I mean,
said.
it is coming as a surprise to,
Whatever, yes. No, many
yeah,
things
but
will come as surprise when husband wives they don't talk.
yeah, I think you have a point. But I don't think he will agree to me going out for a job, considering our children are, still very young. And uh, did he tell you that when I decided to leave my job, he never talked me into, taking that up again? So I really don't think I mean, that's what is my apprehension, and I'm surprised, that.
No. It is not like that. When things, how it happens. Like when there are things, there are facts, and about the facts, the parties, there are assumptions and perceptions. Assumptions and perceptions are not always true. The facts are facts. The respect he has for you, your job, your career, maybe because you being a mother of two children and you are taking care of the entire home, and he acknowledges that. He
Okay.
knows very well that it is because of you he had given that much of time to his work. All this there. But uh, when we talk, we don't say this thing upfront. Yes, I'm very happy that you are helping me out. It is not like that. But once you start perceiving that, no, he's left me, he's also thinking that I am drifting away, children are drifting away. So these things are fault lines in a relationship. So those fault lines, we have to accept that they are there. The fault lines are there. And if I accept, then only we can address how we can remove the creases, iron out the creases. You got my point, what I am saying.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, I think I have told you that he has been open, he is open to the idea for having an arrangement where you can go back to the training and kids are also taken care of.
Oh,
That
okay.
modalities, we can sit and talk. Correct. He is even open for both of you to hire a caregiver to take care of your kids, to help you and to discuss the possibility of putting kids in a creche when you are in training. Because I tell you, you are rolling your eyes, but these are true. Because Upasana has helped him realize that these are the things available, easily available.
Okay.
And she even, I think, told Jatin that there are opportunities and there are provisions where you can put your kids throughout the day from 9 to 5. In fact, I told him also that when my son was young, I used to put him in near the Supreme Court.
Oh,
So, yes, these things are available. You have to this thing. And also, we were exploring options about I mean, the nannies and the work from home, say about 3 days a week, and shift duty. When you are out, he can be in. So there are options, and he is ready to go through that. So let me tell you. So
okay.
this is the change, you can say, but maybe it is already in his mind, but he could not come up with the things because of the communication barrier. That was
Yeah, I really, I'm very thankful to you, Sangeeta, because of you, through you, I think we could have communicated this much. And I'm also understanding the aspect. And that really makes me, kind of glad that we are making this progress and these aspects are being cleared.
correct.
But then I really want you to, this is one aspect, and I really appreciate all the efforts and directions.
No,
But
it is
then,
you parties. You people know these things and you are willing to do these things. It is only because of the communication barrier. That's all.
yeah.
Let me
So,
tell you.
so, so this one aspect, and I mean, I appreciate and I get you on that.
Mhm.
But then another thing which I would want to ask you, that what did he say about apologizing for his behavior, and not repeating
Okay,
that?
okay, yes, yes.
That
Yes, I
aspect
have
is
taken
also
down
important
some
for me.
notes. One second, one second. Uh, okay. So here I would just, okay, apologizing or something like that. Matlab, you want him to feel exactly apologizing, or you want him to feel that he had faltered somewhere. What is your real intention? That seeing him with folded hands and apologize, I don't think that you mean that. What is more important? Making Jatin feel where he faltered, or mere words? I am sorry. You have to think about that. Akanksha, I think you can help her reaching a.
Or maybe you can
He's
some
open. What he said, he is open about discussing all the issues at hand, his alienation, the taken you for granted attitude, neglecting home, children, etc. Also tell me, Bonita, according to you, what should be the measures to be taken by you both as spouse and then parents that would iron out the creases, which I was just talking before coming to this question. Communication has no alternative. So this thing as a mediator, as a neutral, with the help of your counsels, I would like to first open up the communication automatically, because I am telling you again, I cannot see there are serious issues in your marriage.
No, I
That
mean,
is
I
why we will
in
talk it definitely. What you are saying about the affairs and all, he is ready to talk. He's ready to
okay.
talk about it.
I
So,
think, Bonita, you can talk about what you shared with me. So, if you allow, Bonita, Sangeeta, what exactly is the issue with Bonita is the neglect that she has faced in the past few years, especially after the kids were born,
Correct.
because that is a shared responsibility. You cannot avoid that responsibility taking the excuse of your work. So
Absolutely.
that feeling of being alone at home, taking care of two small kids who are not even going to school right now, so that's a full-time job, and then showing a complete distrust on daycare.
Mhm.
So it's not only their family who are going to go for daycare, right? So that feeling of being alone at home, managing two kids without any help.
I have written down what he said. He said the taken you for grant attitude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he has a feeling that he had done this.
So it's not about just an apology for Bonita. If Bonita, please correct me if I am
No.
missing.
You're understanding my sentiment. It's not about holding, as you
Yes.
said. It's
Yeah.
about the realization, and it is about, understanding the crux
Hmm.
and essence of the issue, and not mere words which don't have any intention or meaning. Of
Yeah,
course,
so
not
I think
that.
it is the lack of communication only which led to this. So if they both can talk about what led to this miscommunication or lack of communication, wherein they understand each other's perspective.
And you do not always communicate through your words. You communicate through your non-verbal behavior, your body language. So you have to be, I have told him also, you have to be very careful about it when you means when you again revisit the things. And because I can feel that both of you have feelings for each other, so I am you know that you can work on it and
Yeah.
get to a resolution. That's what I mean.
I think, Sangeeta, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and as I'm going through this mediation, I'm contemplating with the help of you, Akanksha. I realize that sometimes we look people in bad light, because like we are irritated with them for whatever reason. I might have seen the things flaws, but not his good points. I mean, see, I want to work on this marriage for my children, basically for our children, our two small kids. But I want him to take responsibility, in the household, and be available.
Definitely.
Only earning and providing for the family, is not enough. He must understand that. If he will understand this particular thing, of course I would want to help my husband, in his aspirations and his attempts and efforts.
Correct. Correct.
If I may
So,
add to that,
yes, yeah, Kanksh.
thank you so much. I think we have reached a place where we are able to give an opportunity to each other for understanding. I'm speaking on behalf of Bonita. So I
Yes,
think
yes,
coming
definitely.
back to the issues, what we can discuss now is how we would um, redo that road of communication, and also how Bonita can take her training and career again up. So I
Here,
think,
I just want Bonita to answer two questions to herself. Uh, I just want you to look into the future, Bonita, and answer to yourself. How would you see your future putting all this behind? And if this was all behind you, what could you achieve? So if you put your future ahead of you and try to measure up to that what all positive things you and Jatin can do for yourself, for your marriage, for your kids.
Okay.
So, Akanksha, I think after this we will have a joint session of both
yeah.
uh,
And I think we have
Bonita.
finalized the issues that now we want to
Yes,
negotiate on.
yes, yes. So you can summarize if you want,
No, please go
Akanksha.
ahead. You can.
So the issues are without putting Bonita's interest, that is two things: the trust deficit, one. Second is her being joining back her career, and at the same time to take care of their children together. These are the three main issues. And the communication, what I as a mediator do, I will just open up the communication process and let things will fall in its own place. So now you can ask the other party, Jatin and Upasana,
Yeah.
to join back. this is a joint session. Okay. So let me put forth the issues we have already discussed so far in 2 caucuses, okay, and in the joint session. Bonita, Jatin would be really happy if you join back your job, and he is ready to support you in the training. He also understands that there was some communication gap that might have resulted in this misunderstanding. I'm talking about the relationship. What do you think that he is having? He wishes to continue with the marriage and he doesn't want to lose his family. That is the thumb rule. He doesn't want to lose his family, period. Okay. And Jatin, Bonita is extremely happy to know that you are proud of her and her career. Please smile.
Yeah. No, of course, I am.
No, I'm talking to Jatin. Okay. And she understands that you were mostly unavailable because of your work commitments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. She expects you to give the family more time. And she is willing to help you in the task of earning for the family also, because she is also a part of the family. Why not? Okay. So it is joint. So we came like this slowly when we know what is there in each other's mind, when we are coming slowly like this. So I appreciate that you have come to the mediation at the right time. Had this been that there is a already legal notice alleging most of the things, I mean, I do not know how far they go, or filing a case, it would have been difficult.
Yeah.
You people will be the same, but the things would have been difficult because of the changing circumstances. So I appreciate that your advocates, this is called mediation advocacy. The advocates also guided you to come and try mediation. So Jatin, now would you like to say something?
Yes, I would like to thank my friend Upasana first. Because of her, I am here, and I gave this mediation a try. And I think I'm glad that I am here. I just want to talk to my wife Bonita that I think we should talk, and I'm glad that we are doing this. And one thing I want to tell you that from my bottom of my heart and in presence of Sangeeta ma'am, that take it from me. And also, I would like to apologize to you for not being there. Okay. Whenever I think you might be needing me because of my work schedule. And I understand that the work I do is only for my family. So I need to give more time, and I'll try to do that in the future. And I apologize for that.
Bonita?
Yeah. Thanks for that, Jatin.
Thoda
I
pyar
actually,
se, with some love and affection, please.
yeah. I'm really trying that, and really thank you for that.
Okay.
But I think we really need to, talk,
Yes.
Jatin, which we were not doing. I think that is what this mediation process has made me realize, that we really, need to talk. There are so many things which have stayed kind of unsaid, unexpressed. I also want to apologize for not discussing this with you in the first instance. I should have talked to you about my worries, my insecurities. I should have been more communicative than just stopping, to talk and taking things further. Seems that my insecurities due to being work at home, like homemaker, stay at home mom, uh, took better of my judgment, and I kind of lost that sense of comprehension and judgment.
Apology accepted.
Both
Me
ways.
too. Me too.
So now thank you, Bonita and Jatin. I really appreciate you and your council's effort. I think now we need to meet again after 30 minutes. Let us meet over, I can say lunch or dinner, whatever, at my chamber, and finalize the details of how Bonita should resume work, and also the kids should not feel abandoned. So we have already talked about certain options, and we can again, both of you, along with your councils, we can discuss about the options, and we can brainstorm and reach a certain settlement which will be in black and white, and you people will sign, and then I will sign it, and that's it. And if at that point of time we can also discuss about the finances also. Okay, now is the time when you have come, but I feel that both the parties should have separate accounts, because all these joint thing, no, it is very good during the first years of marriage. After that, sometimes you feel like you have a joint account where you can pull some I mean put some money, Bonita and Jatin, similar I mean the same amount, or the amount like you are earning 3 lakhs, if she earns 1 lakh, in the percentage wise, you can put that thing, that you can jointly I mean
Yeah, we
revisit,
can,
I mean you can
yeah,
do
we
that.
can
All
do that
these can options we
I
can.
think
Yeah.
we can discuss that, and
Yes.
maybe if both of you are comfortable with 30 minutes, we can extend it also. I know it's a lot of emotional thought process that, and also maybe if because since all of us are not in the same city, after meeting again after
We
30
can
minutes,
meet
we
we can
can
meet
meet
this through the
somewhere. Yeah,
virtual also.
yeah,
I
we
think
can do that.
till that time we can sit with our respective parties, Upasana, and
Yes,
we can
yes,
generate our options.
Yes.
What all we can do to so that would be easy for
I
generate.
think the ice has been broken. That is the
Yes.
main thing. I told you, once the this thing now, pani, when the water is stagnant, so it starts stinking. You just
Yes.
open it. It it is not very hard, but it is just open it. So I am the neutral. I opened it. The flow is there. So
Yeah.
that's for how I see things in this particular mediation.
Done. All right. So thank you, Bonita. Thank you, Jatin. Thank you, Sangeeta, Akanksha. Now we are coming out of the role play.
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Lovely. I'm removing the spotlight. Maybe you can change your names back. Julie,
Yes.
Sahil.
I'm sorry, I became emotional, though it is a role
No.
play.
So, just for the sake of clarity for our participants, all right, for our participants, now the role play has ended, and there are a few chats which we were sort of answering, personal chats and common chats in the chat box. We still have around 15 minutes with us, and we can close it right now, or also we can wait for 15 minutes for any of you to unmute, maybe switch on your camera if you want, and ask the question if you have any question with regards to what is mediation, how does it work, anything that you,
I can
because
see one question from AN is Venkatesh.
yeah.
Is it mandatory
So
to have a council to
no, I
represent?
answered that. Sangeeta.
Okay, okay.
So another thing that is, I wanted to inform all of you. This role play is sort of a little peep into our coming training in the month of June. So maybe Akanksha or Prateek, whosoever, or maybe I'll share it after it in the chat box. The training that we are doing in the month of June 2023. So maybe you can look it up. And another thing, I know Sahil, I know Julie, it's emotionally very challenging to enter a character and withdraw. So thank you very much for doing it so superbly. I think Sandhya has just appreciated you. Superb role play. And Sangeeta, I know even, you know what, the most laudable mediators all around the globe, they will think twice before doing it. And I know how difficult it is to do something like this that you did. And thank you for doing that. I would like to request our participants to please be a part of this conversation for 15 minutes. Just it's a very candid conversation that we are doing.
Candid
Yeah.
conversation.
Very
Yes.
candid conversation, because you know what? It gives us the confidence to keep
Correct.
on going.
Correct.
And maybe if you want, we can stop the live streaming and the recording also, if want to be comfortable. Yeah. So maybe, Akanksha, we can stop the live streaming and recording.
Yeah, if you
Yes,
if you
yes,
have
yes.
any question, we'll
Yeah.
stop recording.
I just stopped the live streaming.
You can also ask the participants to switch on their video, where you can